Nepal have given the Lion Cubs here a mountainous task.
Yeah, not only that, even the number 4 looks like mountain as well.
Definitely a towering figure.
Here we go, Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka seems to be on the front foot here. It's a bit of a cagey game going there. His number 7 was Sadhu Tatsara, trying to fight for his life to get that ball. There was 4 defenders around him. You could see just how much Nepal do not want to concede here.
I think Sri Lanka did end in a high note. I wouldn't say a high note, but definitely better than how they started. So Sadhu Tatsara, the target man for Sri Lanka. If they can get the ball to Sadhu Tatsara every now and then, Sri Lanka does have the chance to get back at least 2-3 goals here, maybe 4.
What do you think the boys would have heard from Aruna Sampath in the first half, or rather at the end of the first half, Janab, when Sri Lanka headed into the dressing room?
I think Aruna would have been definitely not happy with the performance, and would have really asked his players to put their souls in, because you are playing for your country, irrespective of what level, what age. At the end of the day, you are playing for the country. So definitely he would have just made or reminded them that, which is quite a good way of boosting your players up. Playing for the country, playing for the batch, it's always a prestigious thing.
There was wonderful interplay there by Nepal, but that interplay did not deserve the shot it needed. But Nepal come again for the upteenth time in this match. Well, as you mentioned in the first half, Sri Lanka as a team, never mind a national, under-17 national side, their national team around a year ago did see 4 goals being conceded. There's a foul there by the number 19 left back, Mohammad Fatim, and a card comes out for him.
And definitely because it was Niraj's chance to really break down the opposition and almost went in to the box. So a tackle coming on very, very late. Very rightly called yellow card there for Mohammad Fatih. There you go. Almost broke through. The next move would have been to find one of the strikers.
They're taking down the danger man, number 11, Niraj. Niraj has been a bright spark in this tournament so far, getting 2 goals to his name. Goal in the previous match and a goal in this match as well. Number 3, will it be Deepak or will it be Harish?
In fact, it was Harish, the goal scorer in the last half, because Unesh was shown as a goal scorer, but it was in fact Harish who scored the goal, and the ball gets a deflection. Looks like it's a corner for Nepal. Trying for a long shot here. Harish skipping. But ball now won by Sri Lanka, trying to go on the counter. Once again, not enough support to go on a counter. At least you need about 3-4 men to motor forward in terms of getting a successful counter, mostly. Now ball with Niraj. Niraj's pass going on to Deepak. Deepak's pass going in. Nepal getting another goal. Easy as ever for Nepal. And that's the 5th goal. Almost looks like no turning back from here on. Very, very good goal coming from Unesh. This time it's Unesh, of course. There you go.
Ramro Nepal, Ramro. What they would say in the Nepali language.
That's his 3rd goal of the tournament. Unesh Budadoki.
Excellent work there by the number 3, Deepak Thapa, finding his midfielder Unesh. But Sri Lanka looked to be out of this game, and maybe anyone can say that it is true, but Sri Lanka would need a miracle to come back from this game, from this point, given this mountainous task of coming back 5 goals down. But to even score 1 goal for Sri Lanka does look like an uphill task, Jana.
Yeah, rightly told. At least for the fans, for the people who have turned here, just give something. A goal would really put some smiles on their face. To play with pride, even though it looks like you already know the result, but still Sri Lanka would try and minimize the gap of the defeat. Nicely done here. Pressing hard. Nepal easily press resistant. Deepak on the ball. Now ball with Ashwin. Through ball trying to find Subhash. Now Sri Lanka on the counter. Good ball. Nice here for Sri Lanka. But once again, first touch not the best. Mohammad Bufas. Sadira. Pass coming from Fatih. Long shot taken. Almost testing the keeper. But Krishal not really tested on that instance.
We have an injury to the Nepali number 20, as you see here, an attempt by Sri Lanka. Real hopeful one, really. It's number 20 requiring some attention. And there is a substitute, the goalkeeper. Not common.
Rubin Bugatti making his way in for Krishal, maybe saving the legs for the finals.
Definitely legs and hands, Jana, because of course the goalkeeper would want to be fit. And with the new rule of 5 substitutions in the modern game, Anil Tamang, the head coach of Nepal, has taken steps to now secure his team, give them some safety going into the final. Well, if they do make it to the final, and it looks like they most likely will, it'll be a replay of the last edition of the Saff Under-17 Asian Games, India versus Nepal. However, that was played 7-0 back in 2019. But this time it doesn't look like it will be a whitewash. Or, to be fair, it won't be an avalanche for the Nepali boys, because they did beat India in the previous game. Nepal have done really well here, Jana. Take nothing away from them, despite this poor performance by the Sri Lankan Lion Cubs. There was another attempt there to go and find their 6th.
Indians really watching this match so closely. Would base their tactics on some of this gameplay. Okay, in case Nepal and India do make it to the final, who do you think is the more dangerous team?
There was another attempt there for Niraj. Chance, a sight of goal. But Jana, to answer your question, well, I don't think you can look at the previous match and say that it was, or rather it is going to be an affair like that, because India were good today, especially when they woke up in this. Here's another wake-up call for Sri Lanka. Miscued by the Nepali left back was Deepak Thapa on the end of that. Well, the number 6 for Sri Lanka has been a sacred number, especially over the weekend. We saw the netball team winning their 6th trophy, the Asian trophy, and we saw the Sri Lankan national team, the cricket team, win their 6th Men's Asia Cup. But to see 6 goals here at the Racecourse Stadium would be horrible for all the Sri Lankan fans and Sri Lankan football followers.
Nepal just taking their own time to build up and then go for the kill here. Here we go. A back pass. And early on we saw that pressing game from Sri Lanka now really fading off.